Everybody go.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Divas Getting Raw, episode number 85. Unfortunately, Luge is out sick right now. I wish her the best. Get well soon, Luge. So right now, Raw is in Albany, and Paul Heyman and CM Punk are in the ring, and they want justice to be served because of what happened last week. Was that John Cena, he hit the attitude adjustment on CM Punk, and as Cena was pinning CM Punk in the middle of the count, CM Punk put his foot on the ropes. So really, clearly the match wasn't really over, and the ref just didn't see CM Punk's foot on the rope, so he declared John Cena the winner last week. And obviously Paul Heyman and Punk, they do not like that at all. They do not like that at all. So Paul Heyman called out the referee that called the match last week. His name is Brad Maddox. So referee Brad Maddox came out to the ring, and Paul Heyman was like, do you realize what you did? And Brad was like, clearly I made a mistake. I didn't see CM Punk's foot on the rope. And also, he also mentions that it was his first main event to referee that match, and Punk got really mad, saying, "Oh, so they sent in a rookie to referee a main event match? Like, where did you come from?" And Brad Maddox is like, "Well, AJ says that basically there was a shortage of referees, so he was the one to be called." And then, so AJ comes out, and general manager AJ comes out, excuses Brad. So Brad goes backstage, and she tells Heyman, do not assume what's going to happen next. So, and basically, yeah, don't assume to what's going to happen next, and to not hold her show hostage. But Punk tells her that he's the champion, that's who he is, and that AJ has it out for her. He really believes that AJ has it out for Punk, and because in the past, apparently, what Punk mentioned, AJ sent hundreds of text messages and voicemails to him. Basically, CM Punk is embarrassing AJ, and then to make matters worse, Paul Heyman says, seeing what happened throughout the months, or seeing what's happening right now, Paul Heyman gets down on one knee and basically proposes to AJ, saying that they would be like a powerful couple. There would be a powerful couple in the WWE alongside Triple H and Stephanie. Yeah, right. So AJ just couldn't take it anymore, so AJ slaps him. AJ slaps Paul Heyman and walks backstage. And that ended that segment. But backstage, AJ tells all the referees that were in her room, saying, "Do not make a mistake. Do not make a mistake again." Also, AJ tells Brad that if you make a mistake like that again, you will be terminated. Yeah, AJ means business. So next up, we have a really good match that happened. It's Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. I thought this was really good. What was it? R-Truth and Vicky Guerrero were outside the ring. It was really, really funny. R-Truth sat next to Little Jimmy, and Vicky was making fun of Little Jimmy. And then, Kofi Kingston got in on it, basically stood next to R-Truth, and then R-Truth was holding, like, a cup of water. Really, really funny. And then accidentally spilled it on Vicky Guerrero. So I thought that was pretty funny. But Vicky Guerrero was really, really, really pissed. But the match went on. I thought this was a really good match between Ziggler and Kingston. I want to say it was like close to match of the night. And Ziggler won. Yep, overall, very, very good match. And then we have a diner scene, and we're still going on with the whole Daniel Bryan and Kane, with therapy session. And Daniel Bryan was talking to Dr. Shelby, and Dr. Shelby said, roles can be reversed. Like, Daniel Bryan is the customer, and Kane is the waiter, whose name is Gerald. Really, really funny. And then later on in the segment, But they did like a little like when Harry met Sally type of thing. Well, in this case, is when Kane met Daniel Bryan. And so it's like Kane ate something of Daniel Bryan's. Like Kane ate salad because he's a vegan. Well, Daniel Bryan is a vegan, so basically Kane ate something of what Daniel Bryan would eat, and Daniel Bryan ate something what Kane would eat, and that would be spaghetti and meatballs. So Kane just belches, belches when eating the salad, and Daniel Bryan throws up on Dr. Shelby after eating the meatball. And then you see Mae Young in the background saying, "I'll have what they're having." Mae Young, I love her. So next up, we have the primetime players versus Ryder and Santino. I don't know where this match came from. I mean, it's nice to see the primetime players, but this is a non-storyline match, and this was a very short match. Primetime players won. Unfortunately, I love Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. Next up, Mick Foley. Great to see him, and he says that he sees like a different type of emergence coming out of CM Punk, and it's negative. And he remembers the CM Punk that he knew. He stood up for people, and he remembers that as CM Punk. And CM Punk came out and he's like, "If you have something to say it to my face." And then but basically, Mick Foley was like, "You know what? I want you to wrestle Cena at Hell in a Cell. If you want to prove people that you're the best in the world and you're a legend, you fight Cena at Hell in a Cell. You don't want to be another statistic." And then Punk is like, "Well, I've been the champion for 309 days. The next day, 310. The next day, 311." And Mick Foley is like, "No one cares about numbers. No one cares. They'll remember what you did. I gained people's respect by doing Hell in a Cell. Ask Shawn Michaels, ask Triple H, and ask the Undertaker. No one cares of how many days that you were champion. I was champion for 29 days. No one really cares. They'll remember what you did. So I suggest you do take that match." And Mick Foley walked away, basically giving Punk something to think about. So next up we have Ryback versus Miz. And this was, what was it? Miz put up a pretty good fight. This wasn't a bad match, but unfortunately for Miz, Ryback won with the shell shock. I thought it was weird. This was really a storyline type match, but I guess to prove that Ryback is getting fed. But anyway, next up is Wade Barrett versus Tyson Kidd. Very, very short match. Wade won by doing the souvenir on Tyson Kidd. Okay, weird finisher name, but okay. Anyway, Jerry the King Lawler's announcement. Oh, it is great to see him alive and well. He's doing great. I felt like crying happy tears because Jerry the King Lawler is doing so well. He said that his voice is still a little off. But hopefully he'll be back commentating as soon as possible. So it was just overall great to see him, and I can't wait for him to sit alongside Michael Cole back to commentating. So after that, we have a 6-man tag team: Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara versus Alberto Del Rio, David Otunga, and Ricardo Rodriguez. I thought this match was pretty comical, but it was okay. I mean, what can you say? The team of Sheamus, Rey, and Sin Cara won, and that team won by Sin Cara hitting a senton bomb on Ricardo. Next up, we have Layla Fox versus Eve and Beth Phoenix. And to be honest, I wasn't paying attention. Actually, I took a bathroom break for this, and I believe the team of Eve and Beth Phoenix won. I believe so. I don't know. Who cares about this match? Does anyone care? I don't know. Anyone? No. Anyway, we have Laura Tensai versus Brodus Clay, and this match was a no contest because Big Show came out and punched them both out. Okay, another non-storyline matches. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, the last thing was Cena. He comes out. His arm is in a sling, and he says that he will be ready to fight at Hell in a Cell. But Punk comes out and says that you're the perfect politician by lying to the public. So no one, no one should believe what you say. And Punk warns Cena that he will destroy him if he doesn't get out of the ring. But Cena Cena apparently had a pipe bomb, had like a little pipe, and totally hit CM Punk in the stomach. And he says, now that's what you call a pipe bomb. Okay, weird. But Punk was so frustrated that backstage he totally hit Mick Foley out of frustration. And then all of a sudden he turns around and sees Ryback just staring down at him. And he looked pretty scared. He looked pretty scared. So basically that concludes Raw, and we'll see what happens next week. I want to give a shout out to Luge. Luge, get well soon, my partner in crime. I miss you so much. She'll be back next week. All right, guys, you enjoy, and Luge and I will see you next week.